believe in country.
I believe in NASCAR.
NASCAR.
I believe in NASCAR.
NASCAR.
Although his stats might not be where he wants them, NASCAR nationwide driver Trevor Bayne is coming off his best finish of the season at Gateway this past weekend. With 2 top 5s and 4 top 10s on the season, Bayne is looking to keep the momentum going when he returns to ORP. Bayne got his big break in 2008 when he was signed as a development driver by Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. He ran all 13 races in the K&N Pro Series East that year, finishing the season with 1 win and 6 top 5s. After losing his ride with DEI for financial reasons, Bayne ran 15 nationwide races, mostly for Michael Waltrip Racing in 2009, before signing on as the team's full-time driver in 2010. And let's welcome in Trevor Bayne to the show. Now, welcome back. You were here earlier in March. How have things gone since you were here?
Well, it's been a roller coaster, man. We've had some ups and downs, but right now we're on the upside of the season, so we're looking forward to what's coming. We've got a lot of momentum built right now with our Al Pet Care Toyota. We ran 3rd last weekend, our season best, and so we're looking to build on that for the season here. You mentioned your season best. You're coming back to the hub at a good time, obviously coming off of that. How do you keep that momentum up now after you've had such a good performance? Well, you just try to block out the rest of those races that happened this year when they weren't so good and just build on what is good. You know, we finished 5th at Loudon, 3rd at Gateway, and now we're going to more short tracks. And that seems to be where we've really shined over the last couple of races. You know, we've got ORP coming up. We set the pole there last year and ran whip really well. So we were looking forward to that one even before Gateway. And now we've got a strong run to build on it. And then we go to Iowa. So that's going to be a fun race as well. You mentioned Gateway and ORP. I've got questions for both of those. First of all, let's back up to Gateway. You had a front row seat to what took place on the racetrack between Brad and Carl. Do you think the penalty is justified, and does it set in the driver's mind that you can wreck a guy to win a race? I think we all knew that going into it either way. You know, that's the mindset of a race car driver, do whatever it takes to win, and that's what happened. I mean, they were both doing whatever it took. Neither one of them wanted to give an inch, and there was a bad outcome. Good outcome for us because we got a top 3 out of it, and I thought for a second, we might win this thing. Right. You know, I had a really good seat to watch it, like you said, and I was sitting here thinking, man, if I can get past this 32 car, looks like we got a good shot to win this thing, and unfortunately I overdrove it just a little bit into turn 3, but we got a top 3, and that's a great race for us at Diamond Waltrip Racing. What do you think the message NASCAR just sent with the penalties that they gave? It's racing. You know, have at it. I think so, but I think they've done that all season long. You know, they've been saying, hey, gloves are off. I mean, that's kind of their title this year, and they're making it racing again. I mean, I know it's not racing when you're wrecking each other all the time, but fans like to see that. They like to see us racing to win, you know, not just ride beside somebody because you can't touch them. You got to finish second. So, you know, obviously I'm not the kind of driver that's going to go out there and just wreck somebody, and I don't think that's what Carl and Brad were trying to do. I think they're just racing. They see that checker flag, and they're like, hey, I'm going to get there before you do. Okay, you mentioned ORP. You had a great, obviously, pole run a year ago. You were out in front of the field, and actually you slowed way down because the pace car was coming onto the track after a caution. You slowed way down and got turned around. Do you rethink that and think, man, I wish I would have done that different? Well, that was worse than the Brad and Carl situation. That's under caution. We weren't even racing back to the checker. But, you know, I think I learned that if the pace car comes out early, just keep digging, man. Deal with it later. You know, when it happened, I was like, oh, we'll get our spot back. It's all good. You know, nothing's hurt. Didn't hurt our car. And we pulled up there, and they're like, no, you're going back to 14th. And that's when the panic started. But we raced back to 7th, had a really strong car, got our first pole that day. So I really look forward to this weekend coming up at ORP. I know we've got great race cars. I love short tracks, and we've got momentum. So hopefully we can pull it all together and stay out front if we get that opportunity again. In our production meeting earlier today, one of the people in that meeting said, you know, I think Trevor might be considered the Justin Bieber of NASCAR. How do you take that title? I don't know. I mean, I hope my voice doesn't sound that high. I mean, I hope I get a. Can I be intimidated? Doesn't he have a one time? Isn't that his song, One Time? Yeah, you were trying to sing it earlier, weren't you? I was. I heard you. I mean, I failed. I thought you were pretty good. I mean, I thought they might hire you at American Idol instead of. I mean, I thought we were going to lose you there for a little bit. Is the comparison because of the success early on, and you're having success as well? I guess. I mean, maybe it's the young age kind of thing coming on, you know, and I'm a great singer, Rick. I don't know. No. Oh, my goodness. I scare my PR person every week on the way to the track singing in the car, so that's not the truth. But, you know, I think that's it. I think it's just a young age.